Hey everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video we are going to learn about Wi-Fi hacking. Okay, so let's get started. I'll walk you through the Wi-Fi basics. First of all, Wi-Fi stands for wireless fidelity. It helps us to establish a wireless network between systems. Okay, so basically Wi-Fi works on IEEE 802.11 AC, which is a wireless networking standard. Okay, and which is one of the most one of the most used standard as of now. So all of us are using 802.11 AC. Okay, and that's the latest among 802.1 set of protocols, providing high throughput wireless local area networks on the 5 gigahertz band. So that's basically the increased speed, okay, as compared to the 802.11 different standards like A, like G, like N. Okay, so previously we used to have these different standards, but the latest standard which we are using right now is 802.11 AC. And WPA2, Wi-Fi, like wireless protected access, is the most commonly used protocol these days. Okay, we also have WPA3, but it is still in research and development phase. So I'll just walk you through more things. Now, like previously, when we wanted to hack into a Wi-Fi network, okay, we used to follow this approach. Like, we used to eavesdrop a target network using monitor mode and try to capture IV packets. Like, that's basically initialization vector with good enough amount of data generated and transferred over a network, which with the help of which we could crack the pre-shared key. Okay, we could crack the pre-shared key because the IV were used to be very short. Okay, IV were used to be very short, and that's how we used to crack WEP keys. Okay, WEP keys and WPA keys as well. And from WPA and WPA2 onwards, we started the another approach, which is called as brute forcing the pre-shared keys, which can take days, months, weeks, or even years too, right? So this is an old way. Now I'll give you a new way today in this video, right? So we are learning a new way which is cool, which is super cool, and the chances of Wi-Fi hacking, okay, gets increased when you use this technique. So let's get started with the live demo. So I will just yeah, I'll start this recording. Okay, I'll start this recording which I have made in my Kali Linux machine, and I could not have this loom set up in my Kali Linux machine. That's why what I'm doing is I'm starting this video and I'll speak accordingly so that you understand. So this is a better way to hack a Wi-Fi network. Okay, so modern Wi-Fi setups are mostly on WPA2 with advanced encryption algorithms like TKIP and AES. In order to crack it, one must have to launch a brute force attack, which may take days, weeks, months, or years too. Thus, we'll learn a better way, and this better way is basically it's called as Wi-Fi phishing. Okay, yes, it's called as Wi-Fi phishing. So now, you have heard about Wi-Fi. I mean, most of you have heard about phishing, right? So phishing is basically like having someone in trap. Okay, having a victim in your trap, and then you send them some malicious link. They click on your link, they give out their credentials onto your page, and then you steal their credentials, right? That's what phishing is. It's like having a trap on your victim and then getting their credentials. So similarly, this trap is going to be on a Wi-Fi network. Earlier in phishing video, you must have watched that we used to hack into a kind of a web application, so we were doing web-based phishing, but this is Wi-Fi phishing. Okay, so what we are going to do over here is we are going to create a rogue access point. Okay, kind of a fake access point with the same name as of our target. So let's say if we want to hack into target network secret. Okay, like let's say the name of the network is secret, and if you want to hack into it, then what we are doing right now is, so with the help of Wi-Fi phishing, you are going to create a same network, okay, with the same name, like secret with the same name. Then it would be going to be an open network. Okay, this secret that which you are going to create with the help of Wi-Fi phishing, that will be an open network. Understand? Okay, and when someone will come to this secret, okay, then they will connect to the secret network which is created by you, and then we can send our malicious page, okay, we can serve them our malicious page. So once they access that particular malicious page, they will enter the key, and that key will be shared with us. Now there is a reason that this technique will work, because the actual target network on which we are performing Wi-Fi phishing, okay, it will be jammed. It will be jammed, so nobody will be able to access that particular Wi-Fi network which is the actual one, and everybody will move to an open Wi-Fi network which is the same name, okay, which is as of the same name. So this is how the entire Wi-Fi phishing will work. Let's get started with the video. So we are going to use this, okay, we are going to use this Wi-Fi fisher. Let me go back. Yeah, we are going to use this Wi-Fi fisher, which is a tool available on GitHub. You can set it up on your Linux system. Yes, Wi-Fi fisher. So go to this GitHub page. I'll show you, like simply you can Google it for Wi-Fi fisher, and then once you open this GitHub link of Wi-Fi fisher, add /releases, and you will have different versions of Wi-Fi fisher over here, 1.4, 1.3, but I would recommend to download version 1.2. The reason is in 1.3 and 1.4 they have some bugs which might not be running in all the systems. So it was not working for my system, and that's why I recommend you to have this Wi-Fi fisher version 1.2. Alright, so make sure you download this. The source code is available, and you can just go here and download the source code. Alright, so I have already set up this Wi-Fi fisher in my Kali Linux machine, so I'm not going to download this right now. Okay, so once you download this, it will be available in your downloads folder like this, a zip file, and then you have to unzip, you have to extract it, so an extracted version will be available over here. So what's next, like how to install this? So you can open up a terminal over here, and the command is python then space setup.py, because we have this Python file for setup, and then the command is install. So once you do this, the tool will be installed in your machine. Wi-Fi fisher tool will be installed in your machine. In case you experience any error, okay, maybe some dependencies are missing in your system, so install that dependency with the help of pip. So for example, when I was in downloading and installing, the dependency called as Jinja2, it was missing, so I typed like pip install Jinja2, and with the help of pip I was able to download Jinja2, and then I again ran the command like python setup.py and install, and it worked. Okay, so yeah, if you have any missing dependencies, make sure you download it and then you work. Okay, then it will work, it will surely work for you. So now I'm opening the actual tool which I have. Okay, so let's get started with the actual thing. Okay, before we hack using Wi-Fi fisher, this is very important. You need two Wi-Fi adapter. Okay, so basically we all have one Wi-Fi adapter by default in our system, which we call as network interface card, and we have the Wi-Fi card as well in our system, right? So we all have one card, but for this Wi-Fi phishing we will require two cards. Okay, we will require two adapters. So one is already in our system, and we can have an extra Wi-Fi adapter with monitor mode capability. Understand, this is very important. You should have a monitor mode capability on your extra Wi-Fi adapter. So I personally use this eyeball iBeton. Okay, so this is my extra Wi-Fi adapter which I'm using with monitor mode enabled. So you can just go to Amazon, Flipkart, or other e-commerce stores to purchase this, right? So it's available for around $500. You should check this out and purchase this eyeball iBeton with monitor mode enabled. You have to check that, okay, whether the monitor mode is enabled or not. So yeah, this is what an important thing is, which you do not have to miss out, because without this Wi-Fi fisher will not work. So let's get started. And here we have, okay, here I'm running this Wi-Fi fisher with root level access. So if you are not a root user, do sudo su and then you will be in root. Simple. You have to write this command, okay, python bin slash Wi-Fi fisher, okay. So you should have this bin folder. So I'll manually go to the bin folder and then I will execute this Wi-Fi fisher file. Yes, I have this Wi-Fi fisher file, right? So I'll execute this and it will work like this. It will work like this and it will showcase you what are the different components, okay, not components but the network available, Wi-Fi network available in your range. So as you can see, here is one network which is available in my network range, which is Sanjay Kumar, and I will have another network as well. So I'll have to wait till my target network pops up over here. So my target network over here is Sanjay Kumar, right? I'm going to hack into Sanjay Kumar's Wi-Fi. So what we are going to do over here is we have to select the number, okay, we have to select the number associated with your target network. So here is the details. Control C at any time to copy an access point from below. So we will press Control C. Alright, so on pressing the Control C you have to specify a number. So yes, you have to specify the number. So this is NUM, as you can see NUM over here as well. So click, like you can just type 1 over here and then they will ask that what different scenario you would like to cover over here, like what scenario you would like to exploit: network manager connect, firmware upgrade page, browser plugin update, auth login page. So understand, this is like different phishing pages, right? It's like different kind of campaigns that you can run. So you may send them, okay, network manager connect. So this is imitates the behavior of the network manager. This template shows Chrome's connection failed page and displays a network manager window through the page asking for the pre-shared key. Currently the network managers of Windows and Mac OS are supported. So see, if you select one, it will showcase a page to your victim that hey, your connection is failed, kindly add a pre-shared key to connect. Okay, so it will resemble to the very realistic interface of Windows and Mac user. Okay, so this is the fake page. You can consider this as a fake page or kind of a fake page that we want to showcase it to our victim users. Then a firmware upgrade page. So your victim will be presented, okay, with a firmware upgrade page. Hey, please upgrade your firmware, and in order to upgrade the firmware, please enter the pre-shared key. Then browser plugin update. So maybe a generic browser plugin update page that can be used to serve payloads of the victims. Yes, and OAuth login page. So a free Wi-Fi service asking for Facebook credentials to authenticate using OAuth. So you can use any of them, but number 2, firmware upgrade page is working flawlessly. So we can select number 2 or any of the one which you want. I'm going to select 2 right now over here. Yeah, so these are different things, and I'm going to select number 2 over here, and this will run number 2 exploit. Okay, so starting the fake access point, look at this, and in the back end this Wi-Fi fisher will jam the actual Sanjay Kumar network. So nobody will be able to connect to the actual Wi-Fi. So everyone will feel like, hey, why I'm disconnected, let me connect again. Now if they are going to connect again, okay, they will see the fake access point which is set with the help of Wi-Fi fisher, and if they will connect to that particular fake access point, a page will be presented to them that please enter you need to upgrade the firmware, okay, please enter pre-shared key. Pre-shared key is in the Wi-Fi key, and once they enter the Wi-Fi key into their system, okay, so as of now I am accessing this network, fake network, with Haley's iPhone, and I have entered the pre-shared key as secret pass in my mobile phone. So as I've entered in my mobile phone secret pass, this secret pass or the key will be available to attacker who is trying to hack into a Wi-Fi network like this. Okay, and this is how you can hack into a Wi-Fi easily, okay, Wi-Fi network very easily. So because this involves social engineering technique, okay, this is not a straightforward hacking technique, it's a social engineering hacking technique, but this is working flawlessly and people are falling for it. So make sure you learn this, you try this, you practice this. And again, two adapters are required, so if you do not have an external Wi-Fi adapter with monitor mode capability, please purchase this. The second way which I would like to show you is like, let's talk about the second way, okay. Now all the modern routers are coming up with WPS feature. Excuse me. Okay, on the screen what I'm doing here is I'm restarting my service, I mean network manager service, because when you do this Wi-Fi phishing, your network will be jammed, okay, so network manager will be disabled and you will not be able to connect it. So do this service network managers restart, and now as you can see we can connect to the network. Now we are connected, and now I'm going to discuss the second way, okay, way two to hack into a Wi-Fi network if WPS is enabled. So WPS is basically Wi-Fi protected setup. Okay, way number one is Wi-Fi phishing that we recently discussed, and way number two is hacking a Wi-Fi network with WPS enabled. Right. So WPS is Wi-Fi protected setup. It is available in all the modern routers. Now this is actually what I can say is a kind of a setup for having a faster access to the network, for establishing a connection more faster with WP and WPA2. Okay, so this is basically used. I mean, WPS was introduced in 2006. Then in 2011 it was clear that WPS is not secure, it's vulnerable to pin brute forcing attack. Okay, so if you have WPS enabled, okay, why people enables WPS on the routers? Because all the laymen, okay, who does not want to enter the difficult password, they can just enter some pin, and with the help of pin they can they can access the network. So it's basically like without I'm just pausing the video right now. It's basically like without entering the actual password you can still access your network with the help of pin. So if you enable WPS on your router, or if anyone else has enabled WPS on their routers, then it is mostly vulnerable to this pin brute forcing attack. Now WPS can be configured in two ways. Either you can set up a pin which is usually 7 to 8 digit, or you can have a push button, okay, push button configuration. It's called as PBC. So if PBC is enabled, okay, if WPS is used with PBC, then in that case you cannot hack a network. But if WPS is enabled with the help of this pin, okay, like setting up a pin, then you can hack into that particular Wi-Fi network. So yeah, this is an application which I'm showing you over here, Wi-Fi WPS WPA tester. It's available on Google Play Store basically, and you download this, okay, you download this on your mobile phone, and when you will open this you will have a list of different Wi-Fi networks available in your range, and it will be listed over here on which network WPS is enabled. This unlock sign is basically it is enabled, and you can hack into it. So we will go next to the next screenshot. Okay, now if you have rooted phone, if you are accessing this application with rooted phone, okay, so after pin brute forcing attack, okay, this WPS WPA tester will help you to launch a pin brute forcing attack, which is an 8 digit pin, and you can brute force all the pins, okay, with this application. So after pin brute forcing, it will give you out the actual password. So based on the pin, it will compute the actual password also, okay, even though it's WPA2. No matter if WPS is enabled on any Wi-Fi protocol, like if WPA2 or WPA, you can crack into the password very easily if WPS is enabled. So on rooted devices you will see the password. On non-rooted devices you will not see the password, but you will be able to connect to the network. So make sure you download this application. It does have different settings which you can configure, and yeah, this is what the pin is, okay, like pin brute forcing. So you may configure like what number of digits this application should try. So maximum is 8, and it will launch different attacks. See, total these many pins will be tested out, okay. And once you are able to hack into any network, it will show what is the network ID and what is the password, and that's how you can test the vulnerable Wi-Fi networks which have WPS enabled with the like pin setup, okay, with pin setup, not PBC. Alright, so I hope you have enjoyed this entire video. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye, take care.